hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes!
Well, I couldn't sleep last night. I wasn't worried. I was getting overexcited. So I thought I'd get up, make myself a cup of tea and write something. We are rallying here today, occupying this beautiful space in Somerset's county town to prevent it being despoiled by racists and fascists. We are taking a stand against hate, particularly at this dark time for this country. Hatred for British Muslims, hatred for those who seek asylum here from poverty, prejudice and war. Martin Luther King said, "I look forward to the day when the colour of someone's skin is of no more significance than the colour of their eyes." Only 4% of immigrants arrive here in small boats. The other 96% are here legally, and without them, as Kerry has said, our NHS and care services, to name but two, would collapse. I've lived in Somerset all my life. I grew up drinking cider and playing cricket. Yet as soon as I saw them on TV, it was the West Indies cricket team of the 1960s and 70s that I instinctively supported, not England, because of the delightful way that they played the game. Was that wrong? Does that make me less English? I was a postman here for 38 years and a proud trade unionist. To win at work, you have to be organised in a trade union, but you also have to be united. If your employer succeeds in dividing you by grade, by sex, by orientation, by race, your terms and conditions will deteriorate. If you're strong at work, if you unite, you can win. At Bridgewater Royal Mail delivery office a few years ago, where I was the rep, we had a successful wildcat strike to reinstate our only black postman who had been unfairly dismissed. And even the racist postman walked out to support him. As a postal worker, I had more in common with postal workers of whatever colour in Brazil, in China, in Russia, in Burma, in Kenya, than with Royal Mail directors. Similarly, black immigrants have surely more in common with me than the likes of Sunak, Cleverly, Badlock, Patel or Braverman. It is the same in wider society. If we unite, all of us, despite our differences, we can achieve progress towards economic as well as social and racial justice. Far-right organisers and so-called influencers might moan about poor housing and NHS waiting lists. They might moan about the NHS waiting list, but blaming everyone but white people for our problems, refusing to call out the super-rich corporations and individuals, will make things worse, not better. Somerset has, in my view, few, if any, hardline fascist organisers, as opposed to many social media purveyors of hate. But their followers can be won over, or at least some of them. And it's up to us to try and begin to divert the anger of the disaffected towards those who exercise tyrannical power over it. To paraphrase Sharon Graham, the United Union General Secretary, it is time to look up in anger at the super rich. When 30 families own more wealth than 50 million of us, something has gone badly wrong. Whatever the police and politicians say, now is not the time to stay at home. Now is not the time to withdraw. Now is the time to occupy the streets like we are doing today, to stop this country being dragged into the gutter and down the drain. Somerset trade unions stand for racial equality and justice, for social equality and justice, and for economic equality and justice. This isn't just a battle over race and religion, it's also about class. Who has power over us and why? Trade unionists cannot stop racism and fascism alone. Neither can black people on their own. Neither can Muslims, Christians or Jews on their own. We have to do it together. So how do we unite from now on? Keep in touch with one another, keep a lookout, yes. But think about this. How about reforming a Somerset community defence campaign? Because 39 years ago, after the miners' strike, we set up this organisation to protect our town and villages, communities from losing their workplaces and public services. And despite our poll tax victory over Thatcher, we fought a hard but losing battle for over 10 years. Look at this magnificent market hall, for example, to be sold off like Bridgewater's Cornell Market by Somerset Council to the highest bidder. The fight against racism and fascism is also a fight against social disintegration, a fight against poverty, against inequality, a fight for decent public services. County-wide campaign for social, economic and racial justice stands a better chance now than the miners had all those years ago. Let's do it. Somebody said, I wish it was me, if we stop running, they'll stop chasing us. And in the Rastafarian style of the Paragons reggae song, equality and justice stand for all who know that Satan's kingdom must fall. The heights that our movement reached and kept were not obtained by sudden flight, but we, where our companions slept, kept marching onwards through the dark night. Thank you.